This is section 13.6, and this is example 1. And before we get into example 1, here is our formula for the surface integral. And you can see that it's really similar to the surface area formula. And specifically, if your function is equal to 1, then this particular surface integral will simplify to the double integral over region D of the magnitude of r of u crossed with r of v, and that is the formula we had in 12.6 for surface area. So again, there's a correlation here. Most of our surface integrals, the function will not be 1, however, and so what we're going to do is we're going to use the formula above, and then we're going to put our surface vector in for our function, and we're going to let the vector for the surface be these three components, and we'll put those in for x, y, and z into the function formula. So let's try example 1 and see how this works. Okay, let's start with the function. So the function of x, y, and z is equal to x plus y plus z. And so one of our tasks is to take the function and put in r of uv. Now, it says it in the problem, but it doesn't state it as r. So the vector r of uv is going to be the component for x, which is u plus v, and the component for y, which is u minus v, and then for z is 1 plus 2u plus v. So we're going to take and put in, for instance, for x, for a function, we're going to put in u plus v, and then for y, we'll put in u minus v, and so on. So for our function with the vector substituted in is going to be u plus v plus u minus v plus 1 plus 2u plus v, and that simplifies down to 4u, and then let's see, one of the v's will cancel, we're left with 1v and then plus 1. So that's going to be our function. Again, that's going to go in this place in our formula right there. Okay, so then the second part that we need is we need the cross product. This is the part that's usually much more work intensive. So we need the partial derivative with respect to u, which is going to be just 1, 1, and 2. And then we need the partial derivative of r with respect to v, which is going to be 1, negative 1, and 1. And again, I'm just getting those from our vector equation r. We'll take the partial derivatives of each of the components, and we get that. Our formula says that we need to do the cross product between these two. So we'll do the cross product between these two partials. And that gives us ijk and 1, 1, 2, and 1, negative 1, 1. And so we get 3, positive 1, and negative 2. And then what we'll need to do is take the magnitude of that, which is going to be the square root of 9 plus 1 plus 4, so we get 14. So that element that we just found in our formula will be this portion of the integrand. Okay, and then what we have is the region D and the dA operator, and so that stuff is going to be given to us in the problem. In this case, we have u from 0 to 2, and then v from 1 to 2, or from 0 to 1. And so really we have everything we need to set up our integral. So let's go ahead and set everything up. We have the integral. Let's put u on the outside. It doesn't really matter much. And then v, which is 0 to 1. And then we have our function, which is 4u plus v plus 1. And then we have the magnitude of the cross product, which is the square root of 14. And then we set it up as dv du. And remember, we could take that square root of 14 out if it's a little easier. We can't split this integral up because the integrand is not multiplied, it's just added, but we can at least get that square root of 14 out of there. And then from here, we're just doing old stuff from chapter 12. We're going to do the antiderivative and then figure out what this value is. So I'll do this work and then come back. Okay, so here's the antiderivatives and all the rest of our work there. And so this particular surface integral is equal to 11 square root of 14. And so there's our first example. In the next video, we'll take a look at our next example, which is algebraically difficult, kind of lengthy, and then we'll continue with surface integrals.